The last few videos, I spent a week or so in Boise riding my motorcycle with my friend Jared, and I wound up leaving my motorcycle in Boise. So after leaving Boise, I traveled northwest up into South Oregon and spent a few days camping just below Big Lookout Mountain. And this region was truly spectacular. I lucked into this. I started figuring out how to find BLM. You look for these small signs on these dirt roads, and a lot of them are. You can kind of, if you know what to look for, you could start finding the BLM or the entrances to the BLM, which is even more important. Some of the dirt roads will take you down past private property and into the BLM, but this is just extraordinary. A lot of this looks like the Boise area because it's kind of on the border of a desert. I think this is actually pretty close to desert. I would call it chaparral, but it's just not thick enough to be chaparral. I think this is probably going to be desert. There's a lot of sparse grass and shrub in here, but it's truly spectacular because you can see there's not trees in the way everywhere for you to be able to see. I mean, it's not all green and beautiful and pretty, but there's foliage. It's beautiful, and there's deer out here. I think I may have seen some elk, but they were so far away. It's kind of hard to make out what they were, but I know I saw deer. They were, I don't know, 400, 500, 600 meters away, and saw several herds of deer and maybe something a bit larger that could have been elk, but I'm not really sure. It's good to have field glasses when you're out in the elements like this, where you can see miles, and that's exactly what I was looking at, miles. I think the snow-capped mountain range in the distance is about 70, 80, 90 miles even, and even on an overcast day you can see that far. So it's very dry, and that helps you see the distance, but it's not covered up with trees. I think back where the sun is going down, I think that's that mountain that I'm talking about. I think there's actually snow on that mountain back there. But we spent 3 days hanging out on the ridge here and just had a great time. Did some repairs to the bus and did some hiking with the dude. Dude enjoyed getting out. He wasn't a big fan of knocking through the brush. He didn't like the cow patties either. He likes a nice flat surface. He's got bad feet and arthritis, and he's an old man. He's 13 years old. So, but we had a good time tromping around in the wilderness. And from what I remember, I think we only saw 2 vehicles, and I got one of them on camera even. But enjoyed the scenery. Join us next time as we move north into Washington and spend some time on the coast and in the rainforest and experience wild animals invading our campground.